Just have to keep an eye on the old waiting room. Cool. So just allow everything to soften down. Just allow the shoulders to relax, your eyes to close, your breath to quieten. Begin to breathe in for a count of 4 and breathe out for a count of 6. Begin to feel mini pauses at the top and at the bottom of each breath. And just allow the shoulders to surrender down. We'll start the practice in a few minutes with some pranayama, with some breathing work, just to allow us to wake ourselves up. But in the meantime, just focus on slowing everything down. For those of you who have just done Nikki's class, you're probably in a bit more of a sympathetic state, a bit more of a woken up place. So just allow everything to slow down for a few moments. Relax your jaw, feel your tongue rest against the roof of the mouth. Again, make sure you focus on that inhale of 4 and that exhale of 6. This is the place, the sweet spot where our vagus nerve gets stimulated. Where we begin to let go of the stress hormones and begin to move into a place in which we direct blood, direct energy back in towards our center. So we'll place our right thumb over our right nostril, index finger, middle finger to the third eye. We're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 6. Open the right nostril, close the left nostril, exhale for 6. Inhale, right nostril. Exhale, left nostril. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Imagine you're looking at your index finger, middle finger, looking up at that third eye. Exhale, left. Eyes are closed, but you're just bringing your focus up to the chittakash, the space between your eyes. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Observe which nose is easier to breathe through. This allows you to notice which side of you is more active right now, whether or not it's your more energetic or your more restful side. So again, just continue breathing in for 6 and out for 6 through different nostrils. Again, we're going to inhale through the left for 6. And then out the right for 6. In through the right. And again, if that's harder to breathe through, and as you breathe out through your left, it's easier. That's your more yin side, your more relaxed side, your more feminine side, your more earthy, grounded side. As we breathe in through the left, maybe that's harder, and maybe as we breathe out through the right, that's easier. It's more energetic, up in Gala. our more kind of masculine side. We're hopefully going to populate that side today. So again, just breathe in through the right side. Don't let go of the left. You're going to breathe out through the right side. So we're going to take 5 breaths just in and out through the right nostril now. Inhale right. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale right. Inhale right. 2 more. Exhale right. Final one. Inhaling right. Exhale right. Release the hands down. Bring the arms up overhead. So we're just going to take a little bellows breath. So for this, all you're going to try to do is you breathe in. You expand your belly as you breathe out. The belly draws in. So the arms are going to be up over the head. And so we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to pull the hands down. We're going to and suck the belly in. So we're going to do 10 of these quite quick. So inhale, arms up. Belly out. Exhale. Belly in. Inhale out. Exhale 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 in. 2 more. Stop and hold your breath. If you're anything like me, you've got a sweaty mess, a snotty mess all over your face. That's fine. You know you're doing it right. At that point, take a gentle inhale in and exhale out. 1 more breath in between. We're going to do another round. Again, we'll draw the arms up slightly quicker. Belly extends, exhale. Belly contracts, inhale. Stop, hold. Inhaling in. Draw the arms up over your head, and however you're sitting, we're just going to lean forward out over our legs, folding down, feeling that fresh rush of air. You might feel a slight bit of lightheadedness. That's completely normal. You've just blown off a whole bunch of CO2. Let's inhale, sit our way back up, draw the arms up over the head. Exhale, hands come down behind the back. Push the hands into the floor. Lift the hips up, squeeze your glutes on. Wrap the shoulders onto the back body. And then we're going to uncross our legs if we were sitting cross-legged. Bring our hands forward and step back to plank. And so now we're in plank. We're just going to begin to pedal and shake ourselves around. Give yourself a little to and fro. Just find your space on your mat, in your body. Remember, in down dog, if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. And then let's drop down to our knees. Wrap your hands down behind your back. Wrap them around your left hip and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. That should give you a nice pull down the right side of your neck. Just getting ourselves warmed up before we begin to make you work. And then wrap the arms around over the right hip and the right ear to the right shoulder. And then again, move through that neck there. And then coming back out. Hands down to the floor again. We'll step back to our plank. Hold plank just for a moment. Plank can be on knees if you need to. But try to push up through your upper back a little bit more. Push down into the palms of the hands. And then let's roll back to down dog. So we'll find our way through some sun salutations just to get warm. So just gently walk your feet up to the front of the mat. Find yourself there, relaxing down over your legs. Inhale, roll yourself, arms up over the head. Exhale, hands come down beside you. Find your mountain pose, your Tadasana, ground through the four corners of each foot. Feel the weight. Feel your body swaying. As we then inhale, draw the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, take Pali Mudra, index finger points. Reaching towards squeeze glute, push the hips forward. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Find plank. Drop to knees if you need to, or don't. Come down through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, push back to the top. Drop to your knees, come child pose. Roll yourself forward, knees, chest, and chin, Ashtangasana. And then exhale, push yourself back to child's pose. Lift the hips to the sky, and then tuck your tailbone, roll through your whole spine. Find your way up to your plank pose again. Lower your pelvis to the floor or down towards the floor for upwards facing dog, low cobra, or sphinx could be your options. Exhale, drop to a low plank. So you're just going to lower the chest, and then inhale, push to high plank. Step your right foot through between your hands. I know you're all like, what the hell am I doing? And then step the left foot through between your hands. We're back to the front. So that's our sun salutation to get ourselves warm. Inhale, draw the arms up over the head. Hopefully, you're not all just going to leave now. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Hands up onto your shins, flat back and look forward. Think back, tucking the chin down to lengthen the back body. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back into your plank pose. Hold there, then come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, push back to the top. Drop to your knees, find child's pose. Take a momentary reprieve there, and then roll yourself forward, knees, chest, and chin, elbows in by your side. Pause and stop. Push yourself back on the exhale to child's pose. Lift the hips up towards the sky, up, downward facing dog, and then tuck your tailbone, roll yourself through into high plank. Let the shoulders soften away from your ears as you drop your belly into your upward facing dog. Exhale, lower down to low plank, and then inhale, step your left foot through between your hands as you push upwards. Step your right foot forwards too. Rise to your flat back. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Inhale, rise back up 2 more times through that. Exhale, swan dive back down over your legs. Inhale, rise to your flat back. Exhale, right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Find your plank. Come down through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Push back to your high plank, drop to your knees, and roll into child's pose. From child's pose, allow yourself to pull forward into your knees, chest, and chin. Stop. Push back in towards child's pose. Lift your hips up towards the sky and roll forward through into high plank. Drop your pelvis down towards the floor, lifting your chest up and forward. Feel the hands draw back. Exhale, low plank. And then inhale, push high plank and step the right foot forward. Stepping your left foot forward, find yourself at the front of your mat. And then exhaling, folding down. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up towards the sky. Squeeze the glute, push the hips forward. Exhale, folding back down over your legs. Inhale, flat back, final time through. We're going to step that left foot back. We're going to step the right foot back. Find plank, be strong, knees or no knees, it's your choice. Come down, push back tall. Drop to your knees. And then drag yourself through knees, chest and chin. Stop. Try to push back, not upwards, into child's pose. That should get the triceps work. Inhale, lift the hips and roll yourself through high plank. Lower the pelvis, upward facing dog. Remember, if you need to, you could drop the knees or even you could drop your belly and pelvis too. From here, we're going to lower down into low plank. Final time doing this severe nonsense. Step your left foot forward as you push to high plank. Step your right foot forward, finding yourself in your forward fold there. Inhale, let's lift our way up. Draw the right knee up in towards your chest. And then take the right foot forward for a variation of Utthita Padangusthasana. Exhale, sweep the arms, legs back, Tekasana, warrior 3, airplane pose. Right foot steps to the floor, draw the arms up. Exhale, next breath, turn to warrior 2, open those hips. Open the chest, try to feel as if you're pushing down with the outside blade. Sink the hips, head, heart and hips all in one line. Inhale, left hand reaches up, right hand onto the back leg. Exhale, forearm to the front leg, right hand reaches to the sky. Exhale, next breath, frame your left foot so you drop the hands to the floor, step that left foot back, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, pull the right knee through, tap your right elbow, tap your right wrist, tap your left wrist, tap your left elbow, step the right foot down between your hands. Spin your left foot, sweep the arms up into warrior 2. Think about the arms reaching up. Think this back leg being straight. So place your hand on your back thigh, feel it rolling outwards. It's going to be beneficial for our pose in the next round through. So again, reach arms, sink hips. Inhale, right hand up, left hand back. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Step the left foot forward, fold down over your legs. Sweep your arms, chair pose. Sink the hips down. Try to get your chest up and your pelvis down. So again, as we take this breath, feel as if your feet push outwards. They try to slide across the floor without moving. The pelvis goes lower, the chest goes higher, the chin sits towards the chest a bit more. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, straighten legs, fold down over. Inhale, rise yourself up, pull the left knee up in towards your chest. Straighten your left leg, Utthita Padangusthasana variation. Obviously no hand on toe. Sweep the leg back, hands come back. Warrior 3, airplane pose. Step left foot back, open the hips. Find warrior 2, arms come out, reach long. Find your drishti, middle finger, front hand. Use that as your focus. Are you managing to breathe through your nose still? Inhale, right hand to the sky, left hand down your back leg. Exhale, forearm to front leg, left arm over the head. Frame your right foot, step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts towards the sky. Pull that left knee in, tap your left elbow, your left wrist, your right wrist, and your right elbow. Step your left foot through between the hands. Turn that foot, sweep the arms up, warrior 2. We're going to go straight to exalted warrior. Left arm up, right arm onto your right leg. And then forearm, left arm to your left leg. Right hand over your head. Feel as if your right elbow is pushing into your left elbow is pushing into your left thigh, and use that as a little push and push to open your chest up to the right even more. Exhale, hands come down to the floor, step the right foot forward, falling down over your legs. Sink your hips down, sweep your arms up, chair pose, sink down. Lift chest, sink hips. Lift chest, arms open, sink hips. Now drop all the way down on towards your bum. Find Navasana boat pose. Remember, for boat, options would be hands behind your knees or even toes on the floor, and then you can practice just lifting one foot at a time. From here, open up Ardha Navasana, lift the arms over your head if you want to. That's added option. If it's too much for your back, don't do it. Hands down by your sides, lift back up, Navasana. Again, feet can stay on the floor, or hands can be on the thighs. So the easier option would be feet on the floor, roll down, hold there, perhaps reach the arms if that's accessible, bring the hands down, lift back up. 3 more times, like whichever variation you want to take. Hands down, lift up, straighten legs, arms over if you want to, come back down, arms over the head, coming up, cross your feet, however you want to get there, lift and hop, step back into your plank, lift tall, find your down dog. Pedal and shake yourself around. So we'll be coming back to that little warrior thing in a few minutes, but just for now, we come into a slightly different part. So we're going to draw the right foot up towards the sky. We're going to pull that right knee in, tap our right elbow, take it back to the sky. Pull the right knee in, tap our right wrist, bring it back to the sky. Pull the right knee in, step the right foot outside your right hand. So we're in a lizard pose. Lift the chest as tall. Try to think about straightening through your back leg to the best of your ability. Either drop to your knees or don't. Maybe drop to your forearms if it's accessible. Maybe not. Your choice. Just sway and rock around. And then either on your forearm or not, lift the right hand to the sky. Wherever you are, on the hand or on the forearm, try to get your right shoulder pulled back down into your back pocket, onto the back body. It's just going to put less stress into the front of the shoulder joint. And then wherever you are, everyone drops the back knee. If you can, you bend the left foot, try to get the left knee, try to get hold of the left foot. Kick, 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 quad screams. As you exhale, pull that foot as close towards your bum as you can, and exhale, let it go. Hands down into the floor. Lift your back knee and roll to the outside edges of both feet. So now we're both feet are facing right, both on the outside edge. Again, wrap the left shoulder onto the back body, reach the right hand up, feel as if the left side of the body is crunching in, then exhale, drop the pelvis down. Inhale, lifting up, exhale, coming down, hands into the floor. From here, we're going to lift the right leg back up to the sky. So we're going to take Kamakrasana or our wild thing, flip dog. We're going to open that hip. Step your right foot down behind you and lift your pelvis up to the sky. And then allow yourself just to sit down towards the back of the mat. So your bum has come to the floor, your right knee is bent up, your left leg's long, you're probably just facing the back of the mat would be all. From here, we're just going to try to reach, hold and grab hold our left big toe. And then you're going to take hold of your right big toe, your right hand, and you're just going to try to pick that foot up off the floor. You're like, what the hell am I doing? And then bring it back down. Hands behind the bum, Lift your bum off the floor. Pistol squat variation. Can you lift your left foot? Can you lift your hands? Maybe not. And then again, sink your bum down. Left hand comes back to the floor behind you. Inhale, sweep your hips up. Now, as elegantly, as gracefully, as quietly, as softly as possible, lift the right foot. Slowly step it quietly up to the front of the mat. Spin your left foot through. Warrior two, draw the arms back up. So we're back here. Right foot should be facing the front. Inhale, lift the right hand up, straighten the back knee. Exhale, forearm to the front leg. Left arm reaches over your head. This time, though, straighten your front leg and turn your feet so they face the long end of your mat. And we find Prasarita Padottanasana, our wide leg, forward fold, over the legs. Now, apparently, potentially, our head should touch the floor. Maybe one day, never. See how you go. If you bring your hands so they're under your shoulders and they walk back between your feet, you can push your hands into the floor and try to push them towards the front of your mat. By the front, I mean the edge you're looking at. And that should put a little bit of traction there to help the head touch the ground, maybe. Inhale, lifting up. Spin yourself back to the front of the mat. From here, hand push into the floor, step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Drag that left knee through, tap your left elbow. Take it back towards the sky. Drag that left knee through, tap your left wrist. Take it towards the sky. Lizard pose, pull that left foot through, step it down to the outside. Now again, just try to lift your chest here. Again, you could drop your knee or not. You could drop to your elbows or not. Totally your choice. All of it's your choice forever. It's never my decision. You figure out what works for you. But just take a moment to close your eyes and just feel yourself snuggle and nuzzle down into this position, into your pelvis and your hips. And then we're going to push into our right hand or our right elbow, depending on where you are with your practice. Pulling that right shoulder onto the back, lift the left hand up to the sky. And then again from here, we're going to reach that left hand back, bend the right foot, grab our right foot. So we're in this kind of Chapasana type variation. Kick that foot into the hand, but pull on that hand at the same time. And then as you exhale, just try to gently pull that heel in towards your bum. It should feel pretty juicy and jazzy. And then exhale, releasing that down. Both hands come to the floor. We lift ourselves up. So start with the left foot and roll the toes. They try to face towards 9 o'clock. The inside edge is lifted. Lift your hips and roll to the inside edge of your right foot. Both feet are facing 9. Lift that left hand. Try to feel the crunch through your right side of the body. And then exhale, hands down to the floor. Pick that left foot back up. Open that hip into your boy dog peeing on a fence pose. Look under your right arm. Look for your left foot. Step your left foot back. Come across now. Our wild thing, flip dog pose. And then again, we sink down towards our bum. We do that funny little archersy thing. I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but we reach for our right big toe with our right index finger, middle finger. We reach for our left big toe, left index finger, middle finger. We try to gently pull that left foot, left knee back. And then releasing both of those. So again, hands behind your back, to push you up. If you don't need it, you don't have to. You can just lift up in towards your pistol squat beginning pose. That might not be today. And then again, we're going to sit ourselves down. Right hand to the floor. Again, squeeze glutes, push the hips, roll back up. Find your nice open wild thing. And then pick your left foot up off the floor. Try to be slow and controlled, balanced and steady. Reach the left hand back, step the left foot forward, turn into warrior two, and ground yourself. Be strong, be steady and stable, reaching those arms out. But notice how strong and grounded we are in this pose. We're always moving, there's always a wobble, we're always readjusting to life. And then we're going to inhale, draw the left hand up, right hand down. Exhale, left forearm to left leg, right forearm over the head. And then we straighten that left leg and fold down over the middle of our legs, hanging down there. Sway your bum around, sway your hips around. And then let's inhale, rise to a flat back. And then fold back forward down over the legs. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you might need to. A bend in the knees will allow you to feel a little bit more access to that forward fold. Inhale, rise yourself back up, spin back towards the front. Pick that left foot up, step it back to the back of the mat and sway yourself around again there. The right leg this time, right leg lifts up. Again, roll through, touch your right elbow. This time straight down to the right knee, wrist again, and then stick it up and place it down beside your right hand, back into that lizard pose, lifting the chest there. From here, we're going to step the left foot outside your left hand. Sink your bum down as if you're just going to sit onto a little squat pose. Bring the arms out. So it's not a low squat, it's more of an active squat. We're holding here. Try to push down. Try to lift up. Try to get head over heart over hips. Not that much though, because otherwise you fall over. And then inhale, straighten the legs. Squeeze the glutes on. Sweep the arms up. Open through the chest. Exhale, folding back. Down. Step the right foot back. Find your lizard pose. Take a moment to sway yourself around there. And then pick that left foot up. Tap your left elbow. Tap your left wrist. Take the left leg back up towards the sky. And then roll it straight through. Tap your left elbow, your left wrist. Step that left foot outside the left hand. Bring the right foot outside the right hand. Another squat. Get those legs active. Hold here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding back down. Hands down to the earth. So now we're going to step that left foot back. We're in that lizard, we sway around. We're now going to pick, so push into your hands and feel the push through your back to allow that right foot to feel easy when it lifts off. Tap the elbow, tap the wrist, come back, drop the knees, child's pose. Take a moment to relax. We're going to come and play with Vinyasa crow pose. So I'm going to give a few options. If you've never done crow pose before, I'll give you a nice safe option. If you want to try Vinyasa or straight arm variation, crane pose, if that's in your gambit, then you can play with that too. If not, none of it matters. You can just have a little play. Rise yourself up. tuck your toes and lift up on towards your balls of your feet, sitting something like this. So from here, the easy option would be to find your hands to the floor and your knees go wide. Now you're going to try to bend your elbows so that they face backwards, and then you're going to grab hold of the outside of your arms, your triceps, and then you just look forward. Remember, this isn't forward, this puts your head on the ground. Look forward out in front of you and push, and then all you're going to try and do is lift one foot. You're nearly taken off, come back down. You can rock forward, lift another foot, perhaps they can both lift, and then come back down. If you are fairly well versed at crow and you want to take a harder option, then you lift your hips, you place your hands, you bend your elbows, you rest your knees on your elbows, we lift the hips off, the feet off even, and then we come down. Awesome, awesome. So from here, walk your hands a little bit further forward, lift your hips up, and then you're just going to crouch and you're just going to hop towards your hands. So it's just the tiniest little bear bunny hop thing. It's not a lot of movement. And then again, we take another crow pose. So we lift the hips, or we don't. You take the first version or the second one, your choice. And then again, you relax down. And then we walk the hands forward and see where this pattern is going. So again, we lift the hips up, we crouch, hop forward. Lovely. Final little crow pose here. So again, your option again, if you need to see it again, you stay super low. You kind of try to get almost like the middle of your thigh onto the foot, onto the elbow, and then you could just lift the feet off there. And that might be your first adventure into a crow. From there, allow yourself to come down, sink down towards your bum, lift up to Navasana. So a little bit of core, a little bit of hips all together here. So we're just going to again roll down. Remember, if you don't like Navasana, either hands on the bum or feet stay on the floor, hands behind the legs, your choice. Hard Navasana. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, come down, hover there. So again, if you need to, hands on the bum. And then we're just going to flutter kick the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sit tall. Bring your right heel to your left bum cheek. Left leg then is going to sweep around, and you're going to come into either a pigeon, a full pigeon, or like a stag pose. So the legs will be bent to 90-90, and then we're going to fold forward over that front leg. So see how your hips feel, see how your thighs feel. Wherever you are though, find your variation to relax. So we've got like 10-15 minutes left. So we will be taking it a little bit easier from now. We've built up and we've done a little arm balance. I say a little bit easier, we don't want to go too easy. Jen's going to chill you out after this, so you'll be fine. So again, just lengthening breath in and lengthening breath out. In for 4 and out for 6. Just another 3 breaths, in for 4 and out for 6. Try to use that elongated exhale to surrender down. That taps into our nerve, our vagus nerve again. It taps us into this place of relaxation. So even after all the exertion, you can still find moments of ease and stillness. As you finish this final exhale, we drop the bum down, we sweep that left leg forward. Oh no, here comes Douglas. Reach the legs out, find your Ardha Navasana, find that low boat pose, and then inhale, rise up to your boat pose. Oh God. And then exhale, find your low boat pose. Inhale, rise up to boat. Try doing this with 60 odd kilos of dog attacking, makes even more of a challenge. Low boat one last time. And as we come up, left heel to right bum cheek, right foot sweeps around behind you. Find your variation of your pigeon. So pigeon or stag, your choice. Allow yourself to relax down, forward and in. Wherever feels easiest and nicest for you. Slowly breathe, relaxing. So again, we want to try to elongate our exhale. We want to make it both the inhale and the exhale slower, quieter, softer, smoother, more subtle. The slower and quieter, softer you make it, the more you're going to force your body to adapt to this style of breathing, in which case you'll slow your natural breathing. You'll find better uptake of the oxygen within your body. You'll have a clearer head, more efficient musculature. I even read a link the other day. I'm doing lots of reading about the breathing and stuff these days. It's fascinating. But I read a link about the link between a lack of nose breathing and erectile dysfunction in men. So just one for you ladies to remember for your husbands in case they ever start struggling. Just remember to get them to breathe through their nose. It might help. So again, we're now going to inhale, lift up onto that left bum cheek, sweep the right leg back round, Navasana, boat pose. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. 20 times. You can do it with your back on the floor, bum under hands, your choice, all full. So we're going to go 20, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Collapse down onto the floor. Find yourself relaxing there. Let your belly go. Let it all relax. Bending your knees up, coming to, we're going to find bridge pose or Setu Bandhasana. It'll be your choice. No, Setu Bandhasana is bridge. I mean Urdhva Dhanurasana. So let's all start with a bridge, and if anyone wants to then take wheel, they can. So for this, go real slow and simple and steady, and just tilt your tailbone so that your low back begins to push into the floor. And then push your hips up, but try to keep your rib cage dropping down. And then lift those hips up. Holding there just for 5. Try to feel as if you pull your feet back towards you. That should make your hamstrings and glutes feel a little bit more active. And then exhale, roll yourself back down. So that's going to be your option. Or if you want to, we've kind of got into our shoulders and our core and stuff a bit. So you should be feeling okay if your wheel is there. Normally, hands are going to come down beside you, beside your head. fingers facing back. Remember, stick with that bridge if you need to. And then we're going to roll those hips up in exactly the same way, but now we're going to push into the hands, feel the chest lift, squeeze the bum cheek, wrap those shoulders to pull that chest through between the arms for 3, 2, 1, relaxing back, down. Grab hold of the knees and give them a hug and a squeeze as we really do come down to unwind now. So just allow those feet to come to the sky and grab hold of your big toes. Pull those feet down towards the earth. Pull your knees down towards the earth. And so we're in happy baby, which is the best pose in the world ever. So we get to roll around. You just get to act like you're happy baby. My standard joke at this point is happy babies love to just like, you know, fart and laugh at themselves when they do it. So if this is your perfect opportunity to do that in a yoga class, it's totally, literally allowed. And then we're just going to roll our way, a bit like what Nikki did. We're going to roll up on towards our sit bones. And then we're going to roll back down on towards our back. And so we're just going to roll forward and backwards 2 or 3 times, holding our toes. Now, obviously, if you want to make this harder, you could keep the knees bent at 90, at 40, whatever angle that is, 90 degrees, and roll from there. Or you can just sack that off and just hold the knees and just roll forward and backwards. As you roll back this time, let the feet go, let the feet land. Drop both hips, both knees over towards the right side and stack that right foot onto your left knee, onto your left thigh. Allow your head to look towards the right and your left shoulder to draw back down into your socket. So what we're trying to find here is that the chest stays with the sternum facing towards the sky and your hip and your pelvis is kind of pointing over towards the right. And the head looks the same direction as the pelvis. And hopefully this will help us find some nice natural movements that will be beneficial for our day-to-day living. Unhook that foot and lift those knees back towards the center. Drop the feet towards the left. Bring the right arm out beside you. Pull that shoulder blade down. Hook that left foot on top of the right knee. Look towards the left. So try to imagine that you just lengthen the neck out, placing the ear down, hanging out there, just for 5. And then slowly unhook that foot. Draw the feet back towards the knees, back towards the center. Padmasana are finished. Grab hold of the knees. Give a big deep hug and a squeeze. And then exhale, let everything go. Final 4 minutes of Shavasana. So as we let ourselves go, as we let the hips and the hands our ribs, our wrists, our low back, everything just settle down. Maybe some of that class was quite the challenge. Maybe some of it was quite easy. But try not to look at the challenges as I'm shit and I can't do something. Try to look at the challenges as the place in which you bump up against your wall. You bump up against your current ability. This is where we begin to learn. This is where you begin to figure out what works and what doesn't. How we can rediscover different parts of us to push through these boundaries. There's that old cliche saying of you don't change without a challenge. The challenges should be uncomfortable to a certain degree. There's lots of ways, hopefully, that you manage to find today to accommodate your current levels. But still, even if you were just more of a beginner, challenging yourself to explore your body, to explore how you breathe through these challenging poses. What does your mind do? Do you just suddenly go, you hold your breath when you're trying to do this pose because you don't really know how to do it, it's really challenging? That probably says something about you in your day-to-day life. How you face stress, fear, anxiety. Learning to breathe fully, slowly, softly around the challenge, keeping our brain away from that reactionary state. It's really one of the big goals of a yoga practice. Just another minute here. Just about 4 breaths in total, because hopefully by now you've moved back to that in for 4 and out for 6-esque breath. And that should lead into a little mini pause at the top and the bottom. Should feel relatively easy. Again, you've just got another 2 breaths, drawing in, letting it flow out, feeling your head through your neck, your shoulders, your hips, your thighs, your calves and your feet, everything surrendering, softening, letting go. All while you're just feeling your rib cage expanding slowly, quietly, softly. Final breath here. And as you finish that final exhale, begin to allow the arms to reach up over your head, to lengthen back behind you, to point your toes even further away from you. Imagine you've just woken up, you take your morning yawning pandiculation, your big, just stretching, whatever feels right in your body right here, right now. And then grab your knees and pull them up in towards your chest. Give them a big hug and a squeeze. Take your time to gently, slowly, just rock and roll around the mat, feeling yourself waking up, coming back to the moment, back to the present, and then allow yourself to find your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Keep the eyes closed, as I say. Think about the spine growing tall, the crown lifting. As we find the hands rising in prayer, we'll bring them up to our third eye, where we can remind ourselves to have clear and loving thoughts for ourselves, most importantly, also for our friends, our families, or anyone else that we may come across in our day-to-day lives, which I think these days is even more important. Slowly we'll bring our hands down towards our mouths as we remind